Hello friends, nice to see you again. It's Trevor here, and I wanted to make this video to follow up the workshop that we recently did around breathing and stress management. So in this video I'm going to go through some of the perspectives that we touched on in the workshop just in a very condensed form, and then I'm also going to go through the 3 breathing techniques that we practice so that you can have them here to refer to and to have them on tap for your own personal well-being and your own personal practice. So remember, some of the main perspectives that we were talking about was number 1, the nervous system. The nervous system, when it's too heightened, overstimulated, it causes tension in the system, causes stress and lack of clarity or neurotic mindset. So there's all these negative impacts of when the nervous system is overstimulated. What overstimulates the nervous system? Electronics, caffeine, dehydration, emotional stress, etc. So there's that lens of really bringing the speedometer down. And so remember, just like the simplicity of taking 3 deep breaths into your belly can be a huge shift or pivot in your state, in your inner state. So I just want to invite you to remember that piece, number 1. And then so the second breath technique is more focused on alignment. So if we're looking at posture, and I'm at my work terminal all day, and I've got, you can see the curve of my spine here, and if I'm deviated from that in any way, where my spine is doing this, like my butt's tucked under, or my first rib angle, this line here, is dropped, right? Look what that does to my neck. And so what's happening here is my head's moving forward, and all this weight's pressing down on my sternum, which is pushing down on my organs and my diaphragm, impeding my breath. And I'm also simultaneously building tension here because these muscles have to do the breath for me. All these, they're called accessory respiratory muscles, and I call them, they're like marionette strings. They have to lift the rib cage to get space for air to come in, rather than it being from the belly, right? So this is more when we're doing the spine pump. This is breath style 2. And then breath style 3 is the Wim Hof style, right, which is the mouth breath. And for this one, I just want to remember the thing we talked about is getting out in the world, standing up, going for a 5-minute walk, taking a work break, 5-minute walk around, come back to your terminal, sit down, and be focused and really impactful with what you're doing, as opposed to being like semi here, semi there. So I just want to lay those 3 perspectives out, and now we'll go into the breath. Okay, so breathing style 1, we're looking at the pelvis, the belly, and the thoracic or the rib cage, right? So we want to breathe into these 3 levels, and we want to feel the air really fill these 3. So you can put your hands either here, so you can feel the belly puff out when you inhale, and then feel the chest swell when you inhale, and then exhale. Or you can just go here, so you can really focus on, and you'll feel your ribs move a bit with these thumbs, right? But so we can really get that. Or here. Really feeling everything open. When you inhale, feeling the pelvis really soften. 1 more. Belly, chest. So whether you do that for 3 minutes or 3 breaths, or you do it from 2 to 5 minutes, doing that breath is going to dramatically shift your inner state that you're working with. So the way that I prescribed that in the workshop was 2 to 5 minutes. Just set yourself a timer. Every half an hour, do 2 minutes of breathing like that. It will dramatically decrease your breath, your state of activation at the end of the day. So that's breathing style number 1, which we call the priming breath, right? So we're priming our system to be able to take full breaths and kind of reminding it, hey, this is what a full breath feels like, just so you don't forget. Okay, so that's breath style number 1. The next breathing style, I'm going to turn sideways. And this is the spine pump, right? So we want to look at our pelvis, we want to look at our lumbar, our thoracic, which is these middle 12, and then our cervical, which is these top 7, right? And we want to really move the pelvis, these 5 lumbar vertebrae, right? So you can start with that, You can start integrating the thoracic and the shoulder girdle here, which is the arms and the scapula, right? And then the neck as well, right? So we're moving this, but it's driven by the breath, right? So spine pump, exhale when you're closed. Okay, so you get the idea. We're moving the spine through maximum range of motion. And remember, this is pumping cerebrospinal fluid from the sacrum or from the pelvis up into the spine and back down. So very, very important for a sense of vitality and a sense of like being able to know and track your system and say, yeah, I'm posturally neutral. I feel myself. Whereas if I sit in the same position all day, my body sends less feedback to my brain. And so from that, I'm not going to really notice when my position's off. I'm gonna sort of be unconscious that I'm in a bad position that kills my vitality all day long. So number 2, the spine pump. So that can be 1 minute or it can be more. If you can do it for 3 minutes, that's gonna be a game changer. All right, so 1 to 3 minutes on the spine pump. Big nose inhale, mouth exhale. And then lastly, the Wim Hof is a powerful, more cathartic breathing style. So I want to recommend like not doing it when you're driving and not doing it standing up, in the beginning anyway. Laying down or sitting down where you have support, because you can get lightheaded and I don't want anyone to scare themselves or pass out and hit their head. So with this one, we're going to do an oval shaped mouth, and we're going to on the inhale and then a soft jaw on the exhale. Right, so we're feeling the same way. And also, I just yawned. So by the way, yawning is a sign that your nervous system is coming down the ladder. It's like calming down. So as you watch yourself go through breath work, you'll notice that you'll often yawn while you do it. So this is it's a mouth. We're feeling the same way. So that's 5. So what you can do is you can take 5 to 30 breaths of that style. On the last breath, or whatever number you choose, exhale fully and hold. So you can start low in the numbers, because this breathing, it might make you feel a little bit overwhelmed at first. You might get like really flushed because it moves a lot of energy and blood. So start with 5 or 10. And then do a short exhaled hold and a short inhaled hold. And then you can move to 10 or 15, and then 15 or 20, and then 20 or 25, 25 or 30, and then some people even do 40. Right? So start small, and if you want to, do this with me right now, and we'll just do one short set. We'll do the 5 breaths, we'll do the exhaled hold and then the inhaled hold. Okay, and then breathe naturally. So, and generally you do this 3 times. This breathing style, the Wim Hof style. Okay, so we'll exhale fully, relax your body as much as possible, and when we do the hold, relax as much as you can internally. Try to really find any tension in your system and relax it. Okay, exhale. Inhale. And exhale and hold. We're going to hold for 30 seconds. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Okay, so three really powerful techniques, and I just want to remind you all and encourage you, the simple things are a good enough answer. Our culture tends to overcomplicate things in big ways. You have to go to the gym, you have to walk, you have to run 10 miles, complex things that take a lot of time, and then you end up doing nothing. So use these simple tools, use these simple techniques. I really hope that they support you in your sense of wholeness and well-being, and having a nervous system and a body and a mind that are integrated and happy and healthy. If you have any questions, please email me at trevor@trevorspring.com. I'm also on Instagram at wild_and_wise. You can look me up there. And best of luck in these times. I hope that these practices really serve you. Thank you.